Fear and greed. Two simple emotions that quietly control almost every decision in trading. And the truth is, if you don't learn to manage them, they will slowly destroy your account, no matter how good your strategy is. Let's start with fear. Fear usually shows up right after you enter a trade. You see a small red candle, the price moves slightly against you, and immediately your mind starts asking, what if this keeps falling? What if I lose everything? Your heart rate increases, your palms sweat, and before the market even has time to move, you hit the close button. The trade closes in a small loss, or maybe even at break even. Then, just a few minutes later, the price reverses and runs exactly in your direction. You realize you exited too early, and that frustration slowly builds inside you. Fear also appears when you hesitate to take a good trade. You see the perfect setup, your analysis is correct, but your past losses replay in your head. You think, last time I entered here, I lost money. Maybe I should skip. And while you are still thinking, the market moves without you. Now you feel regret. You weren't wrong. You were just scared. Now let's look at greed. Greed usually comes when a trade starts going in your favor. At first, your plan says you should exit at a certain level, but when the price reaches that level, your brain whispers, just a little more profit. This trade is different. Hold it longer. Suddenly, your small win turns into a floating profit. You feel powerful, you feel smart, and then the market reverses, slowly at first, then faster. Before you realize what's happening, your profit disappears, and sometimes the trade even turns into a loss. That pain is heavy because you were already in profit. Greed is also behind overtrading. You make one winning trade, then another, and now you feel unstoppable. You think, if I can make this much today, maybe I can double it. So you start forcing trades. No patience, no confirmation, just entries driven by excitement. And very soon, the account that was green turns red again. So the real question is, what's the solution? The solution is not to remove emotions. That's impossible. You are human. The real solution is to build a system where emotions cannot control your decisions. First, always trade with a written plan. Before you enter, you must know three things clearly: where you enter, where you exit if you're wrong, and where you take profit if you're right. Once the trade is live, your job is not to think. Your job is only to follow that plan. Second, risk small. Most traders feel fear and greed because they are risking too much. If one trade has the power to hurt your account or your mind, your emotions will always control you. But when you risk a very small percentage, suddenly the market becomes calm. Decisions become clearer. You stop reacting and start executing. Third, accept that losses are normal. A professional trader doesn't panic when a trade hits stop loss because they already expected that some trades will fail. Losing is part of the business. The only real danger is when emotions push you to break your rules. Fourth, track your trades. Write down what you felt when you entered and exited. Over time, you will start to see patterns. Maybe you panic early. Maybe you hold too long. When you see it on paper, it becomes easier to fix. And finally, remember this: the market does not punish you. Your emotions do. Fear makes you exit too early. Greed makes you hold too long. But discipline? Discipline protects you. Discipline allows you to survive long enough to grow. Real traders are not those who never feel fear or greed. Real traders are those who feel everything but still follow the plan. So the next time you trade, ask yourself, am I making this decision because of logic or because of emotion? If the answer is emotion, step back, breathe, refocus. Because in trading, your biggest enemy is not the market, it is the untrained mind behind the screen.